This is Business Talk with Peters and Brown, the show that celebrates the entrepreneurial spirit and recognizes those with the courage to pursue their business dreams. Business Talk is Arizona's entrepreneur show. Now, here's Pete Peters and Deborah Brown.
A lot of people even called in saying, I'm spending hundreds of dollars in chlorine and other disinfectants every month. Is that too much? And then they also go into certain pool stores and we've had several customers that spent $300 to $400 on various different chemicals just to clear up a green pool or whatever else it might be, and that's really not combating the problem. The problem lies just the calcium that's in our hard water that we constantly fill our swimming pools in with every day.
Talk to me a little bit about these things that are in suspension in the water. I mean, there's going to be body oils, and there's going to be suntan oil, and there's going to be all kinds of other things. I know when I had that pool years ago, I'd go every couple of weeks down to the pool store and buy a couple of bags of shock treatment and throw it in there. It looked real good for a few days, but I know there's probably still a lot of stuff in that water.
Absolutely. Calcium is pretty much, it's not something that you can always see. What everybody complains about, and the one thing that you can see, though, is that white line around the tile that's just above the water line. But really you have to think about what's in suspension. It's not necessarily always visible because it's actually in the water. So you have to think about what it's doing to your pumps, your filters, the liner of your pool. And ultimately, over time, that calcium is slowly deteriorating everything that's in your swimming pool. So it lies far beyond just what you can visually see. And eventually, over time, that calcium will fully destroy a swimming pool.
Tell me a little bit about what Calsaway is and does, and what is their Calsaway solution, if you will?
Well, basically, it's a two-step process. It's a chemical and mechanical process that will physically remove those hardness minerals, whether it's calcium, magnesium. We also target the other minerals that are in the pipes that we get our water from, which is the copper, lead, iron, zinc, cadmium, all those. And those are the nuisance minerals that cause the issues that we've already talked about. What we do with the chemical process is there are chemistries that go into the pool that are extremely environmentally friendly, and they cause the calcium to actually separate from the water. They precipitate away from the water, they become heavy, and they sink to the bottom of the pool. We come in with a large mobile filtration unit, and two hoses go into the pool, and we actually vacuum out the hardness minerals that come out of solution through our truck. And our truck has a 14-foot filter press on it that can handle the thousands of pounds that we can take out of swimming pools. Typically, on average, just so you know, we take out 300 to 400 pounds of calcium out of a 10,000-gallon pool.
Wait a minute now. 300 to 400 pounds of calcium. Now, what? This is baffling me here.
Yeah.
How many wheelbarrows is that? I mean, that's got to be a bunch of stuff.
It's like our truck is actually 34 feet long. It's a large truck, and the 14-foot filter press that's on there can handle about 1,200 pounds of solid materials. They've actually, and this is where my business partner's expertise with the wastewater treatment came into work, because he has experiences with these filter presses that take care of the filtering process that we need. A lot of people always ask us, is there something that we can throw into the pool on our own? And I say, well, you can, but now you're going to have hundreds of pounds of calcium at the bottom of the pool. What are you going to do with it? So we can actually extract those through our filter press. Our filter press will actually capture all those minerals, and then fresh, clean, clear, soft water returns to the swimming pool, all while conserving 100% of the water that's actually in the pool itself.
Well, how long does that take? I mean, the average pool in the area is what, 25,000 gallons?
Actually, it's a little bit. It's close to about 14 to 17,000 gallons.
Okay.
And it's a rough time on that is 2 to 3 hours. There's a variety of different things that go into that. Obviously, the harder the water it is, the more we have to filter, so the longer it might take. But on average, it's about a 3-hour process, and you can actually swim in the pool as soon as we're done.
So now what do you do as far as retreating the pool with chemicals after your process is completed?
Well, what we do when we're done is we actually do all the baseline tests, and we give our customers exactly what's going on with their pool, where their pH is at, where their calcium levels are at, where their chlorine is at, and then we'll make any suggestions to them on things that what they would normally need to do. Calcium's an interesting issue. Sometimes when we take the calcium out of the pool, it takes all the chlorine out of the pool with it. Other times it actually leaves a lot of the chlorine. Every pool is different, but we always make sure that we give our customers a sheet that will tell them exactly what's going on with their pool after, so they know how to take care of it on a regular basis.
Well, this, of course, being a business talk show, and that's why we have you on, because this is a very unique business, and I think it's certainly of interest here in Arizona with, 1 in 3 households having a pool on average?
Roughly, yes, exactly.
Well, what are some of the other various markets that this process could be used in?
Well, it's really residential is our biggest target because there are so many swimming pools. As our company continues to grow, and as we continue to better our process as well, we could really start getting into the commercial aspect as well. Because as we know here, we live in Phoenix is a great place for visitors. There's a lot of resorts, and there's a lot of swimming pools just in the resorts that are extremely large in size. So not just the residential, but we're looking into the commercial aspect as well. And as we better our process and as we continue to do things with our process, there's other various industries that we are going to eventually look into doing as we always like to expand. But really right now, being the fact that there are roughly 500,000 swimming pools here in the valley, that definitely keeps us busy. So that's our main target right now.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
We're starting to wrap up here and starting to head down to the close of this segment. One quick question, if you could just answer this one quickly, and then I'm going to get some contact information from you as far as how people can get hold of you. But when I watched the video on the website, I saw that technician was removing those solids and that calcium. Is there an aftermarket for that?
Absolutely. It's actually what we take out of the swimming pools is 98% calcium carbonate. A lot of people may not know what exactly that is, but if you use it in everyday terms, it's exactly what's in a Tums or eggshells.
Okay.
So it's a safe material. They actually can use it in the roofing industry as well as the asphalt and fertilizing industry as well. So there's a definite aftermarket use for our process as well.
Is it toxic?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Toxic. That's wonderful.
98% calcium carbonate is extremely safe.
Quickly tell us how we can get hold of you. Give us a phone number, please.
Calsaway can be reached at 480-282-8599, as well as our website, which is www.calsaway.com. And Calsaway spelled C-A-L-S-A-W-A-Y. And one more thing just to let everybody know, most importantly, even though it's the wintertime and you're not actually swimming in your pool, your pumps and your filters work every day, and it's filtering hard water every day. So
Thank
now
you, Ken.
is a great time to use